The Champions League dream has died for another year, so let's start the rebuild. Let's win the title again, and let's get ready to go again. Stick with me. What's up guys, ChasingLamely here with episode number 106 of Passport to Poland, and in today's episode, as you can see on your screens, we are playing Gornik in the first league game of February. We played a bunch of friendlies, and I guess the big question is, with the transfer window being open, what has happened, what business has happened so far? So let's get straight into the business of the window, and we'll show you what has occurred. So, some big outs. First of all, Sean Nanasinkum has gone on loan to Wiesbaden. He's obviously still developing, could still turn to a really good player. Hopefully a season in Germany in the Zweite Bundesliga will do well for him. We've also got, this is probably the biggest surprise of the window, Rhys Devine. Remember how I waxed lyrical about how we'd not managed to get through the Champions League because I hadn't put Rhys Devine in the squad? Well, I also forgot he had a release clause, 2.3 million, I think it was 2.2 million, which cost me Rhys Devine to Leeds. But I've replaced him. Don't panic. We'll show you the replacement. It's probably not good business, but we'll show you the replacement. David Wozniak has gone to Pescara for the rest of the season on loan in Serie B. He's still developing. I think he'll develop into something good, but we're going to keep an eye on him, see how that does. His loan does for him at Pescara. Luis Fiorini has gone for a fee that will rise to £250,000 to Millwall. He's not really, well, he's not ever played for us, I don't think. I don't recall using him in the league. I may have used him in a cup game here or there. I think I used him once. But he spent a lot of time on loan at places like Wisla Krakow, at Salford, at Piast. It was time to move him on. He didn't make the grade after moving to us from Man City, so sad times, but he's moved away. Joseph Palmer, who was kind of our sixth choice striker, he has gone to Kaiserslautern in the Zweite Bundesliga. Again, just a good piece of business for us, really. We didn't pay anything for him. He still had a couple of seasons on loan in the Zweite Bundesliga. 100,000 for a guy who wasn't going to make it is actually okay. I'm not going to complain about that because that's pretty good business for us. Josef Stas was one of the young Czech players we brought in when we were trying to scam the system with the new owners. Again, I think he cost us nothing. We've sold him for 20,000. He spent a couple of seasons on loan, so we've not actually spent anything on wages for him. We've just made profit, which is pretty bonza. Kelly Valenzuela, who I thought was going to make it this season, was going to break through this season, didn't, declined quite a lot, so we've sold him to Brest. 145,000 for a guy who, again, we got for free. He spent a few seasons out on loan, didn't really get anywhere, including a couple of seasons at Piast. So he moves on, and we take the easy money for him. Finally, Logan McCrecky has gone on loan to Salernitana, another American who has he's done things. He's done bits for us. He might develop, might not develop, but if he doesn't, it will just up his value. So we'll see how he turns out. But the important thing is, obviously, those guys are dead. We don't care. Let's see who is new in. Connor Fides is one of the guys I brought in as a left back. Comes on a free, an American from Southern California Seahorses. I don't think he's going to make it necessarily long term, but I think he's a good backup option. Is sort of my thinking while I blood Shehack, and whilst I figure out what I do long term about that left back position. We've also got Faustino Angerin, who won't let me click on. There we go. Comes in for $2.5 million from Chelsea. I don't remember buying this guy. I have a feeling I must have bought him at some point while I was sort of sporadically making episodes and just completely forgotten. I remember nothing about looking at him. I don't remember anything about him. We'll see if he's any good, I guess. We'll find out together if Faustino Angerin is good enough to be here. And then finally, Rico Henry, who comes in for 2.9 million from Leeds. So we've signed the guy they signed Rhys Devine to replace, which seems like a really poor trade. Until you figure he's had 15 million spent on him. Spending spending 3 of that is not the worst thing we can do. He's played in the Premier League. Maybe he turns out well, maybe he doesn't, but either way, we're going to figure out what happens. I've also just had that mental passing thought that I haven't sorted out the mentoring unit, so we'll give that a wee click just to make sure he is getting any and all of the support he might need from his peers. Right, so also before I forget, because I've just seen a name that rung a bell, I don't know if it will still show on the outs here if I don't hide the inactive deals. We've turned down some big offers for some players. Bruno Jordao, an offer of just shy of 4 million total from Levante, wasn't enough. I want 6 for him. I want 6 for Matty Longstaff. I turned down 4 from Leeds, 3.6 from Levante. Again, I think I must have had some kind of takeover. Ladislav Obermeier, the German 16-year-old. Before I show you, put in the comments below for me. I'll give you a 5 count. How much you think I turned down for this guy from Manchester United? That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6 million quid for a 16-year-old. £6 million for a 16-year-old. 5.75 from Spurs. 5.2. How good is this kid going to be if they're willing to spend 6 million on him now? He's going to start playing more. Oli Aguilar was an interesting one because I've had some big bids. I had a bid of 10 million from Genk for him that I turned down. And you think, I haven't seen Oli Aguilar. How are you turning down 10 million for him? You know, I said I've got that left winger that I want to try out on a wing formation. Well, it's not this guy, but he's apparently the best player at the club right now. So I thought I'd take a look at him before we, ship him on for £10 million to Genk. I've turned out a bunch of offers for Jacek Brzezowski on loan just because I want him around in case I need the help at left back. I turned down 1.6 for Sarnowski, 11.5 from Derby for Valdemar List. Honestly, Derby fans will be watching this wondering where they got 11.5 million from. I don't remember who this was from Empoli. Jakob Friedrich, they came in at 165, turned down. Klaus Bang, I've turned down 11.5. Dave Black, I turned down 10.5. Thomas Sindelar, I've turned down 6, all from Getafe, who've got a load of money from somewhere. George Weeks might still be leaving. Ethan Quimby might still be leaving. But I've turned down a lot of money for a lot of big players. But right now you're thinking, I don't care. Show me some football. So let's show you some football. We're playing Gornik today. This is going to be a slightly longer episode because I've been obviously going through transfers. I just had that thought of, did I put the new guy on the bench when I picked the team? I didn't put the new guy on the bench. I probably should put the new guy on the bench. Just so we can have a look at him. Angerin, there we go. You can go on the bench for... Who for? Big question. Big question. Who gets the drop? I think it's going to have to be Keziah Sterling, which is probably a phrase I didn't think I'd end up saying anytime soon. Yeah, we'll do that. So, let's have a look at what we've got here. We've got Wilson in goal, Francis Stewart, Pleshko and Rico Henry making his debut. Longstaff and Silas Diego are in the middle, with List, Dostalik and Aguilar playing on the left wing. And Thomas Sindelar starts up top. Shihak, Bang, Ribeiro, Lopez and Black on the bench. Galliotti was the left winger I was originally talking about when I switched to the wingers formation. Angerin, who's not quite fit, but we'll take a look at him if we can. Klima and Jordao. How long is he recommended to not be picked? No, 45 minutes will do him. Right, that's fine. I'm going to put squad numbers on 3 members of the squad. Well, if Aguilar can have the number 11, he will, but he can't, so he won't. Rico Henry can't have the number 3, so he can have the number 24, because that's logical. There we go, problem solved. Right, let's get into the game, shall we? Let's see how we shake out. I'm really hoping this isn't going to hit the 25-30 minute one game episode. But, if it does, it does. You've not had episodes from me for a while. I've not been taking up a lot of your time. I feel like you can forgive me for doing one. So, once the teams are done warming up and doing all that good stuff, that would be very nice for us. I don't know why it takes so long to do this. I don't know why I keep talking when I could just edit this out, but, that's life. That's what all the people say. Eventually we'll get football. One day we may. Right. Are we there yet? Are we nearly there yet, kids? We're not. We're not nearly there yet. Okay. I'm going to throw in an edit, because why not? Okay, after a wait of what felt like days, for some reason the computer's being very slow today, we finally get to start the game. Bunch of regens on there. Anyone who used to play for us, I've got a feeling that Schmicek may have played for us at some point. I know Zeriberto has scored against us more than once. Have I just clicked in the wrong place? Please God, no. Please God, no. I did. Alright, we're back, it's fine. I can't do this today. I don't know why. I can't do it. Right, let's hit the dressing room. Let's give the instructions to see how we can make this winged formation work for us. See how Oli Aguilar does for us on his first game for the club. He's been here about a year and a half already, and I've not really made use of him, as you guys have probably figured out. But having not been using wingers, but he seems to have done well on loan. So we're going to see if we can translate that into... He's been playing at Zagłębie, rivals actually. Valdemar Listo on the right hand side. What can he do from here? Hopefully something, maybe nothing. Matthew Longstaff, that's a good start. Dostalek through to Slask Diego. Finds Aguilar on the left hand side. Aguilar with a cross, can't speak. That's worked out perfectly. Not on the field, my inability to speak, it worked out very badly on the field, but you know, we'll make do as we make do. Aguilar with a corner, doesn't really go anywhere, but Slask Diego to Longstaff, Stewart, back to Slask Diego, anyone, Pleshko's there, Pleshko's got options, finds Aguilar on the overlap, but Liss is there. Oh, it's just not going in today. It's not our kind of day, it's not our kind of game, it's not our kind of win. Right, Henry with a throw-in, finds Slask Diego, ball to Longstaff. Longstaff has options around him, but he will choose one. Dostalek out wide to Francis. Can Francis get across? He's going to go for a pop himself. He is, and that's just gone wide of the post, across the keeper, across the face of goal. Could have been far better and didn't quite do what he needed to do, but things are looking okay. I'm going to do a get creative shout and see if that inspires any changes. We've got the most of the possession. Cross in from Schmicek, and we've conceded a goal from Jailson Alexandre. Jailson, I guess. It's hard to see accents in this font. If there's one thing I have as a wish list, it's the nerdiest thing to have on the wish list for FM21. It is, for the love of God, please give me a better font. Give me a font that supports accents. I don't ask for much, I just want to be able to read people's names properly. Wilson to Stewart. Where can we go from here? Stewart over the edge to Liss. Liss must have options around him. That was weird phrasing. Jailson Alexandre has picked it up again. It's starting to snow, but it is of course February in Poland, and Sindelar's through. Sindelar straight at the goalkeeper with the tamest looking shot I have seen in all of my years watching football. Dostalek is the guy not performing at the moment. It's worth keeping an eye on. I don't really have a way of making that work. But this is running slowly as well. It's running slowly, slower than usual, which is not ideal. Let's see if I can kill a background operation and make it speed up. That would be nice. Right, Dostalek, yeah, not performing. Needs to do more. I don't know what more I can persuade him to give me. I can't move Liss to the inside because there is no right winger on the bench. That was what I was trying to say. Words, English, good work. So I don't know. I don't know what to do about making changes here. I suppose I could take Dostalek off, put on a more defensive midfielder, make it work that way. There are options about. I just need to have a proper think and a proper look at them. Aguilar also not performing. Slask Diego not performing. We need to get ourselves back into this game as quickly as humanly possible, as Wojtyra has picked up the ball. Wojtyra to Grishkovits, to Kozina, all the way back to the keeper there, and Marco Montes will just build things up. I was going to say, surely someone should be trying to close him down. Liss got the idea too late, and now Dostalek is back on the ball. He tries to put the through ball into Sindelar. Sindelar can't finish because he was incapable of realising there was a defender 3 inches from his left shoulder. Good awareness there. Aguilar with a cross from the corner. Slask Diego is indicating he was pushed. The referee is going to go and check VAR. Will VAR be our saviour or, you know, our punisher? I don't know which way this is going to go. Probably a penalty, it usually is. We have got the penalty. Okay, we could get ourselves back into the game. I need to get ready to yell some encouragement at the guys, because this would be the way to get them back into the game. Who's taking this? Sindelar. 1-on with the keeper. Sindelar buries it. And Thomas Sindelar, after missing some absolute sitters so far in this game, finally makes up for it. Finally gives us a glimpse of how he's got 18 goals this season, quite frankly. Keeper just dived too short for it, frankly. If he put more effort into the dive, he would have made that with not a problem. It is becoming very apparent to me that I've got Liss and Aguilar not performing. There's probably an answer to that, and I don't know what it is. Let's send on Gagliotti for now. Angerin can play on the right wing. Ooh, actually so can Ribeiro. Okay, we have options, we have ways of making this work. But for now, let's take off Aguilar, who apparently is not the best player at the club, and let's see if Gagliotti, the man I spent a lot of money on, can be the guy to make all the difference for us, because that would be ideal. Someone needs to do something, because this is driving me slightly crazy. Liss is needing to probably make way for someone shortly, although Henry of course picks up an injury. Jacob Shihak is going to step in. He wasn't fully fit, which is why he didn't start the game. I feel like I can make a change here, and I don't know what change is going to be. Let's try Ribeiro. Unless I send on Angerin. Is there anything to gain by sending on Angerin? Let's ask the game. Let's ask the game who the best bet to replace Valdemar Liss on the right wing is. It says Ribeiro. We're going to go with Ribeiro. There needs to be one Polish. Of course, there needs to be a Polish under-22 player starting to get on the field. Gagliotti, you can do. You need to do inverted winger. Let's try that. Let's make a little change. Let's put some more attack onto the attack. That's going to be a start for us. What else have we got? We could take off Silas Diego, I suppose. Replace him with Jordao. Jordao keeps trying to tell me he wants more football, so I guess this is a time for him to kind of prove his worth. I've just realised as well that Longstaff is a better box-to-box than Jordao, and I think Jordao might be a better playmaker than Longstaff. So let's swap them around. Let's use logic. This is why I don't play Pokemon. Let's deploy logic. That's how Pokemon works, isn't it, right? Pikachu, I choose logic. I don't know. Right, Shihak with an inch-perfect tackle that didn't win the ball. Wilson to Stewart. Stewart, what can he do with it here? Gets it forward to Dostalek. Dostalek has options, finds Jordao. Jordao back to Dostalek. He needs to make use of someone, something, somewhere, somehow. As Jordao picks it up again. Longstaff tries to find Sindelar, doesn't, but Liss is there to pick up the loose ball. Valdemar Liss was close. It was close to a winner, but he didn't quite find the winner he was looking for. We've got 5 minutes left to play. Can we get ourselves that late winner? It'll be nice, but it's not going to get there. It's just not going to get there. It's going to be a 1-1 draw. I'm going to keep persevering with the 4-2-3-1 for a little while. But I feel like the diamond may be coming back sooner than we thought. Gagliotti can at least play in the middle if I need him to. Although I do need Aguilar to do enough to justify the fact I didn't sell him. Rico Henry picking up 4 or 5 weeks worth of injury during his first game was not the one either. Right, let's wrap up the episode because I'm very aware of how long this one has gone. My apologies. Right, so as usual, I've been Chasing Lamely. You'll find my Twitter, my Insta, and my Patreon below. They are all Chasing Lamely because I'm original. Hit the like and subscribe buttons for more content, and hopefully I'll figure out a way to make this less red at some stage. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. As always, I've been Chasing Lamely. Have a good one.